What's up guys, my name's Chronic, your host here on this Monster Hunter World video. We're going to be showing you where to get the Deviljho quest, how to do it. There's a lot of little weird bits to it to be able to unlock the quest, as well as a little difficult of a fight. I'm going to be describing what I use to fight it, as well as I'm going to show you the armor, the weapons, and all the little things and extra tidbits about it. If you guys don't want any spoilers, make sure you click away now, because there's going to be a little bit of spoilers because you have to do some unlocks in the story mission to get through this. So make sure you click away if you do not want spoilers. However, the most important thing you guys need to know is you have to manually download the Deviljho from the store. So go to the Monster Hunter store or click start on the Monster Hunter in the main menu on PlayStation and check for updates and download it very specifically. Once you download this update, then you can play with Deviljho people. And of course, you cannot play with people who do not have this download. So make sure you go download that so you can play with all your friends. And again, this is a free download, so do not worry about that. And again, if you do not want spoilers, click off now. That's all the big requirement, and you can pretty much figure out the rest of it just by yourself. If you do end up liking this video, make sure you leave a like down below. It really helps the channel, as well as let other people figure out this, because downloading it manually was something that was kind of confusing and not intuitive, so that other people can find out about this and play the new Deviljho. So moving on, there's a bunch of little things that will make this go a lot faster to get to the Deviljho fight and get this as an optional quest. Firstly, they have you find some footprints. This thing will only appear once you've completed the question mark Rathian, which is going to be the pink Rathian. So once you've unlocked 7 stars, you've done the question mark Rathian quest, then you can get the Deviljho. It is a first requirement. Again, that was a spoiler on it, so I hope you guys did click away if you didn't want spoilers, but basically, gotta do that question mark Rathian, then the footprints for the Deviljho will show up. Then you want to head out into the expedition, into the ancient forest, or at least that's where I found him. You'll be able to see when you highlight the thing, it'll have question mark kind of monster in there. If you have completed a lot of this game, you'll know that the only question mark monster possible left standing is going to be the Deviljho. So head over there and you should be able to find him very easily. If you guys are having trouble finding the footprints as I did, make sure you guys head just straight left from that spawn area and go down that direction. That is pretty much where the Deviljho hangs out for the most part, as well as right in front of the spawn straight out in the beginning. That's also where he kind of patrols and hangs out. But for the most part, if you just head left down that little kind of skinny trail, go down until you find a bunch of little plant area, that is going to be the biggest or most common area to find him, and you should find footprints in that area. Once you've gotten a few footprints, or you've seen the Deviljho and gotten enough information to get that first tick about the Deviljho, then you can head back to Astera and talk to the 3 researchers. However, I would recommend getting all 3 little ticks in the footprint stuff to level him up, because that will make the next part just go by immediately without having to go back out. So make sure you go find that Deviljho, see him, get those 3 ticks, basically kind of follow him around and kind of dodge him until you can get those footprints enough until you can actually get to this next section and go do it really fast. Then head back to Astera, talk to the 3 researchers with the blue exclamation point on their head. Then they will talk to you about doing a special investigation. Then you have to go back out there, find enough information about the Deviljho again. And again, if you did that first, then you'll be able to skip straight through that part and get through this next part, which will have you go and hunt the Deviljho. This is going to be under the special investigations. Go to the quest board, go to the bottom, special investigations to hunt the Deviljho. I recommend you eat before leaving on this quest, because the handler will not be at the base to be able to feed you. So make sure you eat before you go out there, because you will not be able to eat until you get your handler back. The mission should be pretty straightforward. You're following the handler's footprint. She went out to go find the Deviljho immediately, or go out to find some food, and you have to go rescue her. All you have to do is go out there, find the Deviljho, find that path down the left, go down that skinny path that I was talking about down the left side, all the way to the plant area. Again, that's where he hangs out. That's why I knew that's where he hung out, because that's where the quest brings you to, and the handler will be on his back and actually be in trouble. So make sure you go save your handler before she loses all of her stamina. All you have to do is knock over the Deviljho, hit him enough times in the legs, or hit him with the trap, and he should fall over and the handler will be saved. And then from that point on, just fight it regularly. You should be able to SOS by that point, and then be able to get that Deviljho and kill him and be able to hunt him all the way. You can capture or slay him, does not really matter. Just finish off that quest. We can move on to the last little pieces of it. Come back to the researchers. They'll unlock the optional quest to do the hunt whenever you want to do it, as well as give you the dragon resistance mantle, which is very effective against defending against him, because he does dragon damage, as well as a kind of dragon breath and a dragon blight, which make it a lot easier to fight him. Overall, if you're having trouble fighting him as I did, I would recommend having 4 people, because this guy is a lot easier to fight with 4 people. He does not have a lot of sweeping moves. However, he does have a few sweeping moves. As long as you stay kind of like underneath him or behind him, it will be okay. And most of his moves are very like long-winded. They'll go in a straight line for a very far distance. So don't run away from him. Try to run laterally from him. and it'll make it a lot easier to fight him. And again, try to stay right next to him as much as you can. He does a lot of moves where he tries to back up away from you so he can hit you with his long-winded attacks, so make sure you try to stay underneath him as much as you can. As far as weapons, katanas or the double blades seem to work very well, keeping underneath him, keeping very quick, and not being able to stay in front of him too long. One of his biggest attacks is we're gonna start shouting red electricity in front of his mouth that will be very wide and sweeping. If you stay underneath him, it won't hit you. This will basically nullify all elemental damage that you deal. If you get hit by it, you'll see a little dragon symbol next to your health. That'll mean dragon blight, and of course he does dragon damage, so if you want to resist that as much as you can, make sure you have dragon resistance. Other than that, there's not too much to the fight. He's very aggressive. He attacks a lot. He does back away from you and goes for those very long-winded attacks, so again, try not to run directly away from him and to run laterally. A lot of the times it is better to actually just run straight at him and get underneath him. He doesn't have a lot of very close range attacks. However, if he does stomp you, he will grab you with his mouth and kind of like chomp you and throw you around. So don't get hit by that because that is a big stun move. And lastly, he does throw animals and rocks at you, so do not stay too far away from him because he'll just start throwing great Jaggers at you and kill you very quickly. As far as his armor goes, most of his armor is very much like an alligator kind of themed thing. I have a female character. I don't actually have the male character, but I know the male character has a very closed off helmet kind of thing. I'll try to find images to put on screen for you guys to see if you wanted to see it. Most of his weapons are very spiky, kind of toothy, alligator-like weapons, very kind of organic, weird kind of stuff. So they're very cool looking. I would recommend you check out the look of a lot of these. Again, they're always all at the bottom of the Deviljho kind of tree. Most likely all DLC characters will be put at the bottom and continue along this kind of trend that we know. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. I apologize for being so long-winded about it, but I wanted to get through some of the stuff that I was having trouble with and show you guys as much as I possibly could. And again, if you did like it, make sure you leave a like down below so other people can get through this a lot easier. I know I spent hours just trying to find where his tracks are and hours just trying to figure out why he wasn't in my game and other people were seeing him. So hopefully this helped for you guys. And of course, if you want to see more Monster Hunter videos in the future, make sure you subscribe. I do Destiny 2 as well as Monster Hunter from now on. And I definitely love this game and I definitely want to do more about it, as well as check out my live streams, link in the description down below. Huge plug. I play Monster Hunter on my live streams and people love coming out and joining me on those hunts. Anyways, that's a video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name's been Chronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one.